I'm Joe DeAngelis. Thank you for joining us today. This is Newsbeat. A local priest is ousted from his church after admitting to a relationship with an adult woman. We had lots of sports action over the weekend. First things first, we have to talk about the man who is currently taking Chicago sports by storm. That man is Scott Darling. Drama has been the theme here, so we'll just pick it up with the most dramatic moment that we've had so far. But with 1.5 to go, LeBron sinks the buzzer beater. Cavs win the game 86-84, heading back to Cleveland tied at 2 games apiece. Cubs taking on the Mets at Wrigley Field, and the fireworks started early in this one. Chris Bryant sends a shot out to left center field. That's the first time there were fans out in the bleachers to catch a home run ball this season. What better one to catch than Chris Bryant's first home run at Wrigley? Then Anthony Rizzo says, hey, don't forget about me. One pitch later, I'm going to go a yard. Now it's 3-0 Cubs in the first inning. And now real quick, let's recap the latest in Chicago sports. Former Bears linebacker and Chicago sports radio personality Doug Buffone was found dead in his home on Monday. He was 70 years old. The Blackhawks are moving on to the conference finals to face the Anaheim Ducks for the right to punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup. The Cubs dropped their opening day game against the Cardinals 3-0. Both the Hawks and the Bulls find themselves in survival mode after injuries to star players Patrick Kane and Derrick Rose.
I just have to ask you a question about Derrick. So when is he going to get better? Is that ever going to happen? Or?
I mean, long term, we don't know how Derrick is going to be, but we do know that there's a chance he'll be back for the playoffs this season, and the same goes for Patrick Kane. So things can only get better before they get worse around here in Chicago. It was the Jimmy Butler show in the fourth quarter, and here we go again. Jimmy elevates and throws that one down. That one had everyone in the UC fired up. Bulls looking good here in the fourth. Jimmy Butler, another 3 from the corner right here. Butler led the Bulls in scoring on this night. He had 31. And you can't forget about Derrick Rose. Him and Pau Gasol work a little give and go. He stops, pops. That's all she wrote, folks. Bulls win this one, 91-82. And last but not least, the New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady has been suspended by the NFL for 4 games for being, quote, at least generally aware, close quote, of the Deflategate controversy. The Hawks will now move on to the second round, where they will do battle with the Minnesota Wild. This is the 3rd year in a row that the Hawks will see the Wild in the playoffs, which should make for some really good hockey. Then later, at the end of the first, Patrick Kane fires one past Pecorine with just seconds left in the first period. That ties it up at 3. And then Duncan Keith has seen enough of the Predators. He unties the game in the 3rd period. Andrew Desjardins coming down the ice, shoots one, fires it off the skate, but gets the rebound and scores it. In the 2nd period, Marian Hossa drops one off for Taves, and he rattles one home past Rene on the stick side. Later in the second, after the Predators tied it up, another goal there from Brandon Saad. He puts the Hawks up 3-2. And then Taves, working behind the net, finds Brent Seabrook on the one-timer. Hawks get the insurance goal. They win this game 4-2 and now lead the series 2-1. In addition to the draft day events happening here at the Auditorium Theater, the NFL Draft will also expand to Grant Park, just a couple of blocks away. There, fans will be able to enjoy interactive exhibits, get autographs from their favorite current and former players, and follow the draft as it happens. The Kentucky Derby, as well as the long-awaited fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, will both take place this weekend. And of course, don't forget about the NFL Draft, which will be starting this Thursday and it'll run through Saturday. The White Sox, who are in Baltimore to play the Orioles, were postponed due to safety concerns in the city. And we are coming off a good day in Chicago baseball. The Cubs defeated the Pirates 5-2. The White Sox pulled off a thrilling comeback over the Cleveland Indians to win the game 4-3. But now, the biggest game of the college basketball season has come and gone, and man, was it a good one. We'll pick it up late in the second with Grayson Allen converting the and one. Coach K's loving every minute of that. But that's not even the end of the slate of the sporting events happening here in Chicago. Jeff Samardzija on the bump for the White Sox, and things got off to a rough start in this one. Hector Gomez doubles to left, and that's going to open up a 6-0 lead early on, but the Sox would rally. Jose Abreu singles up the center field, and that's going to make it 7-5 as he plates 2 runs there. Then in the 8th inning, Adam Eaton is going to tie it up. Another single to right field this time. That's going to score Alexi Ramirez. We're knotted up, but then Elian Herrera says, not anymore. We are untied, a 2-run home run there, and that would do it for the Sox. They lose this one 10-7. I'm Joe DeAngelis. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time on Newsbeat.
The NFL Draft is coming to Chicago at the end of the month. This will be a 3-day event with the first round happening on Thursday, April 30th, while the remaining 6 rounds will take place over the course of the next 2 days. It's been 51 years since the draft was last held here in Chicago. This event used to be held in different locations frequently across the country, but New York City has had hosting honors every year since 1964. Until now. In addition to the draft day events happening here at the Auditorium Theater, the NFL Draft will also expand to Grant Park, just a couple of blocks away. There, fans will be able to enjoy interactive exhibits, get autographs from their favorite current and former players, and follow the draft as it happens. Former Oregon quarterback Marcus Mariota has grabbed the attention of scouts who value his intangible factors. The 2014 Heisman Trophy winner will be out to prove that he's a good guy and a good player. Then there's famous Jameis Winston, who's projected to be selected first overall by many draft experts. Despite those projections, Winston will not be in attendance on draft day, but that likely won't change scouts' opinions that he's the most pro-ready quarterback in the draft.